Hello, my gorgeous beings of light. Okay, so I was trying to figure out a reading topic to do for y'all because I feel like the last reading that I did, I haven't posted it yet. Well, the most recent one I did was why are you their dream person, their dream girl, their dream woman, man, person. And the next one that I did is what is your next step, if you're feeling lost and alone. And now this one is the why is this happening to me. So I was looking, like doing some research through the YouTube Studio app, and they were like, a lot of people have been asking why is this happening to me, and I'm like, that's been going around a lot. So we're going to do the reading and see if it resonates. It will reach who it's supposed to reach. So if you're seeing this reading, there's a message here for you. Hi, hello, I am Daughter of the Divine. Nice to meet you. Thank you for coming back to my channel. If you've been here before, if you haven't been here before, welcome. Nice to meet you. Subscribe, like, comment, all that good stuff, please. So we're gonna get into today, why is this happening to you. I did want to get some cards from here to choose for group 1, 2, and 3. So we're gonna see. Can I get a card for group 1, please? Can I get a card for group 1? Okay, we have the Wasp, anger, retaliation, jealousy, and then we have the Dog, loyalty, sincerity, and unconditional love. So the Wasp came out first, so we're going to put that on top, but we have the Wasp and we have the Dog for group 1. Now for group 2, can I get a card for group 2? Why is this happening to them? We have the Raven. That card almost blew out the flame. So group 2, and then we have the Raven, which sometimes represents death and massive change. We have magic, coincidence, synchronistic events. Okay, we have the Raven for group 2. I'm trying to make it focus properly. And then can I get a card for group 3, please? Like, y'all be cracking me up though, because why did we have communication for group 3. So I haven't really made a kind of, I'm just gonna let anything come through. So it could be a romance, why is this happening to me? It could be a tower moment in your life, why is this happening to me? A dark night of the soul, why is this happening to me? I'm not putting parameters on the reading, so we're just gonna see what comes through. Okay, but y'all are funny because I just posted a reading, the first one that I posted for a long time, where the beep 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 detector is in the back, and if you aren't hearing it, that's why, because somebody came and fixed that. I just saw 222. And I'm checking the comments on the recent video that I posted, which is why you're their dream person. And one of my, I don't want to, like, is she my friend? I don't know if she would consider me a friend, but she's been here since I started the channel, so I would consider her a friend or like an acquaintance or somebody that I like know. And she's like, why do I kind of low-key miss the smoke detector? And I'm like, stop it, y'all are not funny, because no, we don't miss the smoke detector. Like, it used to be pissing me off that I had to come and do a disclaimer, like, it's coming and getting fixed and da-da-da, and then it finally got fixed. Hallelujah. Now we're not gonna have to hear all that noise. I can't promise there's not gonna be any other noise in the background, because like I said, I don't live by myself. And if you saw my last reading and I was saying that I wasn't at home, I'm back for the time being. I don't plan on staying here forever because I just can't. But for now, I'm back because I still have to get my things and all that. But I'm filming a reading while I'm here because I still have to work. Shoot. So for group 1, we have the Wasp. For group 2, Wasp. The second reading is the Raven. And the third option is communication. What am I saying? What did I say for the Raven? The second option, I hope I said option. I just saw 333. So if you guys have been seeing a lot of angel numbers, so have I. But I've been seeing 222. Then I just saw 333. Okay. But that's not all that I have for you guys. So you're gonna choose your group, and I'm gonna add an insert of the clip, insert a clip of the options right in front of you that you can see. And then I guess you'll choose your reading that way. If you already chose it, then I'll see you at your reading. Bye. Hello, my gorgeous group 1s. If you chose the Wasp or the Dog, or you chose both, I do feel like maybe we could have split energies in this group. So please, please, please make sure to take what resonates for you during this reading. If it's not your story, if it's not your message, let it go. Okay, the person who's meant to hear it, meant to find it, will find it. It's not meant for you. Okay, so we have loyalty, sincerity, and unconditional love for some of you, and then we have anger, retaliation, and jealousy. So you could be someone who represents the Dog. Okay, someone who is very loyal, someone who shows those characteristics, represents those characteristics. That's the word I was looking for. So you're sincere, you have unconditional love for people, you're very loyal. And the one thing I'm hearing is that when you kick a pup or you kick a dog, it will still be happy to see you because you're all that it knows, essentially. So this could be a situation where you're dealing with someone and they're all that you've known. And even if they've kicked you down, even if they've abused you, you know, did all kinds of things, you were still loyal to them. You still had unconditional love for them. You know what I mean? You still were sincere in your feelings or your interactions with them. And them, on the other hand, is representing the wasp, which is anger, retaliation, and jealousy. So it could be either or for either of you. It could be anger on their part. It could be retaliation. It could be jealousy. Okay, but they have a stinger. Okay, and that's definitely what you could be going through right now. Okay, and I don't know why I'm like shaking. It's just like, I don't know if it's like anxiety or something. That could be your energy that I'm picking up on, where it's just like, I don't really shit like this. I'm like angry and I just can't express my emotions, or I'm like feeling like I don't know what I'm doing and I'm feeling like really anxious and scared. So maybe you guys could be feeling anxious and scared, but I'm just like, I'm shaking. Like, you probably can't see it, but I'm feeling it. So like a lot of high anxiety in this connection, or in this situation, I should say. Okay, so we're going to get into the whole why is this happening to me. If you clicked on this reading, you're here for a reason. You want to know why this is happening to you. Okay, so we're going to get into that, and then we're going to segue into the lesson behind why this is happening to you. Okay, so please, for group 1, can we figure out why this is happening to them? Stop playing. And we got 2 animals of Avalon. So if you're seeing these, if you're seeing signs, okay, that are associated with these animals, it could mean these things, which is why you keep seeing them. So if you're seeing a dog, there may be need to be loyal, be sincere, have unconditional love for the circumstance and situation you find yourself in right now, for yourself, for others. Okay, and then if we have the wasp and we have the anger, retaliation, jealousy, maybe try not to. If you're seeing a wasp, be telling you to be careful to not show those characteristics, you know, or to engage with people who show those characteristics. Okay, so we're gonna get into the reading, and I'm still shaking. Oh my gosh, somebody's feeling very anxious here, like a scared, anxious. Like I said, I only feel this way when I'm like really mad and I can't express it, or I'm feeling like very unsure or scared in a situation. So it could be either or both for you guys. Okay, why is this happening to you? We have the Queen of Swords. Okay, so there could have been some words exchanged. It could have been a breaking point. It could have been you. Yeah, words were exchanged with the Queen of Swords, and it may not have been exchanged in the most, like I said, with that anger, jealousy coming through. It's like words were exchanged that weren't the best. Okay, you could be dealing with the Queen of Swords, or you are the Queen of Swords. So Aquarius, Libra, Gemini, and I kind of feel like someone who doesn't care how their words affect people. They just speak. So that could be the situation that you were in, or that could have been you. Why is this happening to you? Because somebody said something. Okay, they finally air their grievances, and there's a card in this deck where, because I was doing personal readings before this reading, and there was a Queen of Swords in this deck that says, don't lower your voice for anyone, or don't stay quiet for anyone. That's definitely the vibe. Is on the top. It's like, don't quiet your voice for anyone. The Queen of Swords in this deck. Come on, come on. Where is it? Here we go. Queen of Swords. Don't you dare lower your voice for anyone. That could have been what was happening in the situation where you were sick of being quiet. You were sick of, you know, keeping to yourself and trying to, you know, be, caring and considerate for everyone else's emotions. You kind of just, said some things you may have not meant, or said things you did mean, but it didn't come off in the best way, because the Queen of Swords is not the most delicate of the queens. Okay, so that could be happening. That's what's happening. It's like, don't lower your voice for anyone. You could have been sick of lowering your tone and keeping quiet, and you finally just said word vomit. Okay, why is this happening to them? These are too many cards. Why is this happening to them? Please, my group 1s. Why is this happening to my group 1s? Why is this happening to my group 1s? Someone could have said something. So like, I'm hearing a little baby. I'm hearing, what is it called? I'm just a baby. Like a little squishy muffin. Someone could have reacted in anger, retaliation, and jealousy to this muffin, this little puppy bear. We have the Two of Wands in reverse, because it was stunting your growth. It wasn't, I kind of feel like this was somebody making plans but not following through on those plans. So this kind of had to happen. You kind of had to blurt everything out, clear the air, you know, in order for you to move forward, in order for you to feel free, to, you know, relieve yourself, to follow through on the plans you had set. There could have been someone who you were trying to, you know, not upset or stay quiet for. 555 on the clock. So changes needed to be made and changes weren't happening, okay? So this is why this is happening to you, whatever this is. You may need to find a new path forward, because this was keeping you stuck. By keeping quiet and not speaking, you were keeping yourself stuck. I'm hearing that's not your destiny to be someone who's stuck. It's like you were making plans, doing things, but the plans weren't working is what I was saying, because you were keeping quiet and you weren't stepping into your power, and your power wasn't able to translate to this thing you were trying to manifest. You have the Two of Wands, because the Two of Wands is planning the progress. You haven't really set forth to do anything yet. You haven't seen the fruits of your labor come to fruition. You haven't started anything. You haven't seen growth. You haven't seen movement, okay? And it could have been because you weren't being in this Queen of Swords energy, okay? Or because you were in this Queen of Swords energy, you were someone who was being too callous, so other people were feeling, or not callous enough. You weren't speaking your truth, and it kept you stuck. It's like things weren't manifesting in your life because you weren't saying anything or doing anything, or being in this energy of not caring what other people think. Is what I'm hearing as well. So why is this happening to my group ones, please? Why is this happening to them? Because it was stunting your growth. And I'm hearing that wasn't love, that wasn't love, that was just hope. That song, I think it's Hope by the Chainsmokers and somebody, where she was like, I didn't, because you didn't love me. Now that I know that wasn't love, that wasn't love, that was just hope. So you could have been in a situation where you thought it was love, it wasn't love, it was just hope, okay? And because you were stuck in a situation where there was no love, there was nothing to grow from that situation, you had to move on. Okay, let me stop, repeating myself. Why is this happening to my group ones, please? Why is this happening to them? What is happening? Why is I do want to know what is happening as well, but I do feel like I did kind of cover that with the dog and the wasp. So if that doesn't resonate for you, then this may not be your reading. You have the King of Pentacles in reverse. You have the potential for this King of Pentacles, but like I said, you were being held back. So this situation that you were in, whatever it manifests as for you or whatever it means for you, it could have been holding you back from finding your true potential, from moving along and finding any kind of stability, from being able to set roots, find a home, be confident in yourself and what you can do. I'm hearing independence. You weren't able to be independent because, like, oh, it's wild. These two is giving me crutches. You were using this one and that one as a crutch. You could have been using this Queen of Swords as a crutch. You could have been using this Queen of Swords energy mentality as a crutch. Like, I don't care. I'm the Ice Queen. I don't need anyone. I don't need this. Get out of my face. Like, being like, all this anger, retaliation, and jealousy was kind of holding you back from your true purpose, from setting roots, from finding things that made you happy and made you feel settled and secure. It's definitely what I'm getting. Okay, so why is this happening to you? Because you haven't been able to ground what you wanted. Like, it's giving me that you want something, you're working towards something, but it hasn't grounded, which means come into the 3D and become, you know, it hasn't become accessible to you. Thank you is the word. Like, I've been trying to talk so fast and get the messages out that I just end up not making sense to myself. Okay, so why is this happening to you? Can I get one more card for why this is happening to them before we move on to the lesson? Okay, why is this happening to my group ones, please? Why is this happening to my group ones? King of Pentacles. You have the capabilities to be someone who people can lean on, to be a leader, to be the CEO, to be the something of your own life, the ruler of your own life. And you weren't really in that energy while you may have been under this Queen of Swords, if you're not the Queen of Swords. Okay, so why is this happening to my group ones, please? I'm hearing bitterness as well. So, like, you know, what do you want to call it? Repressed feelings that haven't been expressed. And like I said, when you finally did express them, didn't come out in the best way, which caused some conflict, anger, jealousy. Now we have Queen of Wands, because you weren't being your true self. Like, I feel like you were stifled is what I'm getting. The lesson here is to learn to speak up for yourself with the Queen of Swords. Was to learn to speak up for yourself, to learn that the energy that you were in, that you found yourself in, of not speaking up for yourself and not speaking your truth, was keeping you stuck and not allowing your manifestations to come in the way you wanted them to. It made you second guess yourself. You weren't believing in your abilities. You weren't feeling confident, because you are supposed to be someone people look up to with the Queen of Wands and the King of Pentacles, but you weren't being that example for anyone else. So how are you supposed to be that for other people if you can't be that for yourself? Okay, so now we're going to get into the lesson that you were meant to learn, which we kind of already was getting into. And now, yeah, on the top of the deck, we have overwhelmed. You were feeling overwhelmed. Now, the more that I'm talking, the more the jitters left. But you're definitely feeling that, like, you're anxious and you're not really sure what's coming next. Okay, so what is the lesson, please, after? What is the lesson they're meant to learn from this situation? You weren't stepping into your, like I said, your most highest self, your higher self. Okay, we have 9 of Wands. It's kind of like if something is not working, it's time for you to give it up and start something new. You know what I mean? It's staying in the energy of, you know, doing what is not working for you. It's like I said, the kind of, not like I said, but I did say it in a reading that I did before I did this reading. It was like you're doing something over and over again, expecting new results, but you're not doing anything new. So how can there be new results or growth if you're doing the same thing that hasn't warranted results in the past? It hadn't warranted any results in the past. So why are you still doing the same thing over and over again? That's insanity. So the lesson, wow, the Hierophant, is to step into your power. Look at how he's sitting here. He has found enlightenment. Now he's smiling. He's free. He has found his spiritual freedom to be himself, to be his most real self. The self that's under the facade. You know what I mean? The leader, essentially, the Hierophant. This is who everybody goes to for spiritual enlightenment. That could be you. And that could be what you're supposed to provide people. But if you're always in the energy of not knowing what to do, not knowing who you are, not speaking up for yourself, not being in this energy, how can you expect to attract what you want, is what I'm getting. So the 9 of Wands is kind of like you have to let go of something. Let go of, you keep trying, okay? Because the 9 of Wands is an energy of you're trying, you're not giving up, you're persevering. They said don't do that. There's no need to persevere and struggle through something when you have the enlightenment to move yourself forward with the Hierophant card. That was a lesson to learn, to know that you don't have to stick beside something that is not growing, that's not warranting results, success, you know? And it's time for you to move on. That's what I'm getting. Okay, it was time for you to move on. That was a lesson. Can I get some more cards, please, for the lesson? For the lesson. What was the lesson, please? What was the lesson? What was the lesson? For my group ones, please. The lesson. What was the lesson? That wasn't love. That wasn't love. That was just hope. Yeah, for those of you where this is a love situation, I do feel like what I said already, it wasn't love, it was just hope. You were hoping for things to go better, and that hope that you was holding in your heart was kind of stunting your growth. Please listen to that song. I only wanted you because I couldn't have you, but now that I know that wasn't love, yeah, that song keeps coming through. Hope. The Chainsmokers and somebody, I can't remember her name. It wasn't love, it was just hope. And it could have led you to be feeling overwhelmed with emotions, so where it's like you also feel that feeling when you want to cry and you're trying to hold yourself back from crying, and your body starts vibrating because it wants to release that energy, it wants to cleanse, it wants to, you know, release, and you're not letting it release, so your body just starts vibrating. And it's also giving me when my friend's dog is like upset, and you know he's upset because he starts vibrating, and the closer you get to him, the more it's like and just barking at you, trying to, you know, fight you. We have the Tower card. Interesting. So it's like, yeah, you were holding back your anger. That's what I said in the beginning already. The Tower, your lesson, the lesson was things could not grow on unshaky ground. It couldn't grow on shaky ground. The Tower happens when you're meant to move on from something, and nothing can grow from the environment or the place or the situation that you were in, and it was time for you to grow and move on. So lightning, divine intervention had struck it. And you see how, wow, I never realized this about the Tower, but you see how the butterflies are kind of perched on this ground, and when they're perched on the ground, they're kind of disintegrating. So it could have been when you were in the situation, you thought it was grounded, but it really wasn't, because you weren't who you really were. You were kind of there, but not you, who you were, but not. You weren't being your true self, Queen of Wands, King of Pentacles. And the lightning bolt had to strike this unstable grounds in order for you to kind of step into your power and find out who you really are. So it's kind of like, okay, basically what I've been saying already, where it's like, if you stay stuck in a situation, you're in a relationship, okay? So you find yourself in a relationship. You're usually the Queen of Wands, okay? You're someone who knows what they want. They're very confident. You speak up for yourself, cool. But you find yourself in a relationship where you're being a Page of Cups, where you're being a simp. You're being someone who's not really getting what they want back. It's just like infatuation. It's like, you know, butterflies, giddy feelings. You're never going to be able to be the butterfly you're meant to be, because you're meant to be the Queen of Wands. Why are you acting like a Page of Cups? You know what I mean? There wasn't there wasn't anything to be salvaged, I would say. Then we have the Six of Pentacles, because you weren't getting what you were giving. You were giving something, but you weren't receiving that in return. Interesting. And that's what I was saying about you being a Queen of Wands. And a Queen of Wands deserves to be with her King of Wands. She doesn't deserve to be with the Page of Cups. So you could be someone who's the Queen of Wands, and you were trying to be with the Page of Cups, and the relationship was never going to work because you guys are not on the same energy field or energy level. So it was not going to work. It wasn't going to work out because you weren't getting what you needed in order to grow. You know what I mean? Okay, we have Six of Wands. Yeah, because you weren't getting the attention you needed to grow either. This is giving me, if you don't give a plant, you're trying to grow a plant, and you're not giving it water, the attention it needs. It's not getting sunlight. You know, you're not picking off the weeds when it's time. It was neglected. Boom. That's the thank you. It was neglected. Because you were neglected in this situation, you weren't getting the nutrients that you needed. Boom. That was a lesson to learn. The lesson to learn is that you're someone who's supposed to be standing out in the sunshine. You're supposed to be someone who's getting this attention. And if you're not getting attention in whatever the situation is, it's time for you to go. Your lesson that's meant to learn is you are supposed to give and get in return. You can't just keep giving and not getting in return. Okay, so we have Four of Pentacles as well. You were stuck. You were in a this is like a restrictive kind of energy where you're holding on so tight to something where it's not going to be able to grow. You know what I mean? That's definitely the vibe that I'm getting. And then we have the King of Swords. Okay, so maybe you were meant to be in your, like, you know what I was saying, that essentially you are a Queen of Wands trying to match up with the Page of Cups, and it's not going to be because it's not a match. Now you stepped into your Queen of Wands energy. You got something off your chest that was you need to say. You may have went from the dog to the wasp, okay? Because you retaliated in anger at this person or this situation. And it kind of like, it raised you into your energy of being a Queen of Swords. And your lesson is now you may attract the King of Swords. So if this is a relationship standpoint, you're definitely someone who needed to step into their Queen of Swords to kind of King of Swords energy. So you're supposed to be a Queen of Swords with a King of Swords. And you may be getting your King of Swords in this lesson. A King of Swords that's going to give you what you need. A King of Swords is going to give you this attention that you weren't getting before. The King of Swords is going to get you out of this closed off energy, not allowing anything in. Okay? The Hierophant, but you're finally freaking fully realized, is what I'm getting. The Hierophant is someone who's fully realized. And you're definitely someone who was able to become that person by finally giving up on what wasn't working anymore. It's like, it's okay to put work into things, but if it's not bearing fruit, it's not becoming anything. Excuse me. It's not growing anything. It's like you're finally gonna have to stop putting all these efforts in a place that's not growing anything, essentially. It's kind of like you're working a job and you're not getting paid what you're worth. Why are you going to keep working and, overextending yourself at a job? You're not getting what you want. You're not happy. You're not a fully realized person, but you have to be. And that's the lesson that you were meant to learn. And maybe by you learning this lesson, like I said, you're going to call in this King of Swords, your counterpart, whatever that means, or whether you consider yourself a Queen of Swords or not. You're going to be calling in someone who's at your level. But you have to get to that level first. So you could have been someone who was calling in a relationship, or you wanted a relationship so bad that any Tom, Dick, and Harry that was coming your way, you were trying to mold yourself to fit that relationship. But instead of molding yourself to fit that relationship, you had to just step into the person that you were, stop hiding who you were, being fully realized person, to finally call in the person that you've been wanting all this time. Okay, boom. Now I'm going to, what's the outcome of this situation, please? What is the outcome? What is the outcome? What is the outcome? We have the Queen of Pentacles, yeah. And you see how we have that King of Pentacles in reverse? You could have been trying to make a what do they call it? Make a housewife. You can't turn a hoe or something into a housewife. That's what I'm getting. You were trying to turn someone who wasn't a King of Pentacles into a King of Pentacles. That's what you may want. But the outcome of this is that you're going to be someone who's prosperous. And I love how this is not the King of Pentacles, but the Queen of Pentacles upright, which is someone who's getting all that she needs without having to put in all the work she was doing before. So you were working too hard, doing too much, putting in too much energy, and you weren't receiving anything in return. When you finally step into the energy of knowing what you deserve and becoming the person you were always meant to be and the person you always were, not holding back who you were as a person, being confident in what you can bring to the table and being confident in who you are, you're then going to call on this Queen of Pentacles. The Queen of Pentacles always reminds me of the Empress energy, where she's able to get what she wants simply by being herself. Because the people that she wants to attract, she's going to attract by being herself. So like I said, you were trying to be something you weren't, and it was attracting people who were not aligned to you. So the outcome of you finally finding who you were, stepping into your power, you're going to get this Queen of Pentacles where you're finally going to feel secure, grounded, safe, before you weren't. Okay. The outcome, wow. You have the Seven of Pentacles. Like I said, not having to work so hard to get what you want. Okay, the Queen of Pentacles has her King of Pentacles working outside for her, busting his back, doing the masculine energies, and she's sitting pretty in her feminine energy, getting what she wants. The outcome is to get you to that point in your life where you're not working so hard for what you want, where things are just coming to you, you're attracting all that you need. Okay, the energy you're giving is the energy that you're getting. And even maybe not, because the Six of Pentacles is all about generosity. So people being generous with you, even if you may not be so generous with them, period. But you are someone who is innately generous. So it's not even about, being lazy and not doing as much. You were doing too much. You were overachieving with nothing, to be had from that. Seven of Pentacles not working so hard. So, laying down I'm hearing the hole, the thing you dig things with. So instead of planting seeds vigorously every single day and nothing has been growing, you're going to plant a seed, leave it alone, and trust that it's going to grow. Boom. So what is the outcome of this? Why did this thing happen to them? We have the Eight of Swords. Yeah, to get yourself out of this mentality of thinking that you can't attract, this is not meant for you. Being the victim, essentially. You have to become it's giving like, oh my gosh, I don't know what show or movie that was from, but it was like, in order to achieve, you have to believe. And then once you believe, you can do this and that. You know what I mean? Becoming that person for yourself instead of saying, oh, I can't have this, or that's not meant for me, or you know what I mean? You're done it. Death, rebirth, boom. You're getting a new chance. You're going to be a phoenix rising from the ashes. Now we have the Four of Cups, being bored, letting life pass you by. Anything that has been handed to you, not feeling, not deserving of it, not feeling happy with it. You haven't been feeling happy with life lately. Now we have the Wheel of Fortune, we have the Star, and then we have the Six of Swords. All of these are healing. The Wheel of Fortune, the outcome is you finally stepping into your destiny. You're balancing out your life. You know what I mean? Things are, I'm hearing, coming up roses, coming up daisies. They're finally going to be moving the way they always were meant to. And if this thing wouldn't have happened, if this tower never would have fell down, you wouldn't have been able to build it into this sanctuary, this paradise for yourself. Now we have the Star, keeping hope. Keeping hope alive. Wishing, praying. Not being like feeling deteriorated, staying in the energy of like, oh my gosh, nothing ever good is going to happen because of this falling out, this tower moment, whatever happened. Keeping that hope and that faith that things are going to turn out the way they're supposed to. And then we have the Six of Swords, which is a healing energy. Like I said, moving on from troubled waters and feeling safe. So essentially the outcome is you're going to find your sanctuary. Hope is going to be restored. You're going to finally be stepping into your destiny, okay? And your destiny was always meant to be this hopeful person, this optimistic person where things are always going to work out for your highest good. And if it wasn't working out before, it's because it wasn't meant to, okay? Your vibe attracts your tribe. And what else do they say? There's another saying. Wow. What is the saying? I can't remember. I had it right on the tip of my tongue when somebody started freaking screaming. Your vibe attracts your tribe. Wow, and it just came and just left again. Oh, man. I was saying something about when you finally step into your destiny and be optimistic about things, then things will finally start coming in as they should, because you're not operating in the energy of repelling what you want. Instead, you're attracting what you want. Okay, so we're going to move on to what could help you better step into this outcome that you may want. If this outcome sounded good to you, what could better help you step into this outcome that you need or that you want? I'm so mad I forgot what I was going to say. Now y'all see what I said? Because we have invitation, pamper, possibility, and optimism. So basically, yeah, what I said about optimism, you have to be an eternal optimist. Okay? We have invitation. The words you speak are an invitation to life, a request to bring energy into form. Choose your words carefully. So you have to reform what you say to yourself, the words you say to yourself. You know what I mean? Be nicer to yourself. Speak kind words into your life. Step back into this loyal, sincere, unconditional love kind of energy of the dog, okay? Don't let life get you bitter, life get you down with the wasp. With the optimism, we have, if you're going to make up stories in your head about people and circumstances, please make them love stories with happy endings. Optimism. Like, if you're going to make up these stories and you're going to make up your future, what you want your future to be, make it good. Okay? We have pamper. Self-care is a necessity, not a luxury. Take care of yourself along the way. That's the only way, because once you get too run down, it's like nothing, you don't feel good because there's no good emotions surrounding you. Then we have possibility. Focus your attention on what could go right. When you learn to imagine the best case scenario, you get to enjoy an experience twice. Yeah, optimism. This was an optimism, though. Yeah, that's basically the mindset you need to step into. Okay, so what are the next cards that I want to pull from? And then we have patience on the top of the deck. We have patience, which is it is safe to wait. Interesting. So there could also be something in your life on the side note that you've been waiting for, that you've been becoming impatient about. And like, it's okay to wait. Okay, so I want to get some cards from here. I love these cards. They're so cute. Okay, we have the alchemical artist. This is someone who they're weaving their life together. This is someone who can make something from nothing. Make something from nothing. Like, you're supposed to be someone who is like, it's like giving me like the creator, the worker, the tinker. You know what I mean? Because from the Tinkerbell movies, if you watch those movies growing up, the Tinker fairies were the ones who made the things. We had the water fairies who took care of the water things in nature. We had the, wind fairies who took care of the wind. The fire fairies took care of the fire. Then we have the Tinker fairies, which is Tinkerbell, who can make literally anything out of something just by tinkering with it. You know how to make up something. It's reminding me of how... like, I don't really have like a stand for my, to put my phone on to record, and I made a stand out of like deck boxes. Like, you're making something, now I have a stand, the camera's doing real well if you ask me, and it's like you make something from nothing. Like, you just work with what you got, essentially. You're weaving the blanket, you're weaving your reality into being by just, living and putting you'll have your own special touch. You have your own special touch you put on things, and that is what's going to get you to where you want to go. That, as well as the optimism, you have to carry around with you. And taking care of yourself, because when you burn out, you have nothing to create. You have no energy left. We have say yes to your open doors. There's an open door that's going to be presented to you or that has been presented to you, but you have to accept it first. And that could be why the Four of Cups didn't want to come out, because something's being handed to you, but you're not accepting it. Why this happened to you, to offer you this open door so you can finally say yes to the open door that was presented to you. Now we have you are perfectly imperfect, period. You are perfectly imperfect. That's why they're asking you to be your true self, because you're perfectly imperfect. There's no need for you to try to put on for other people. Just be yourself. Can I get one more card, please? And I see 22 here. We have your greatest work is your legacy. Your greatest work is your legendary legacy. So you have things that you're meant to do. They said hop to it. There's things you're meant to do. We have the Phoenix rises. And I did something about a Phoenix. The Phoenix rises into joyful abundance. Period. And then we have Divine Dragon. I read this card the other day. It's a beautiful card. It's basically about you tuning into the energy of whatever you need to tune into to kind of get to where you need to go. We have Starseed. Wow, this is the first time I got this one. So you have Starseed and Divine Dragon and the Phoenix rise into joyful abundance. So this, like I said, all this happened because you needed to rise into this joyful abundance. Find your sanctuary. Things were falling apart so you can rebuild them and rebuild them in the image you wanted them to be in. So you can finally understand the control you have over yourself and your life. Moving on from troubled waters into peaceful seas. Into sanctuary. Okay, so what other cards that I want to pull? I want to get some cards from here. And these are the last cards I'm going to pull from. Then I'm going to leave y'all, let y'all go. What else do we need to know? Please, what else do we need to know? Oops, okay. I'm going to turn it over so I can't even read it while I continue to shuffle. How rude. I put on for my city, on for my city. I put on for my city, on for my city. I put on east side, put on west side. Okay, hold on. Okay, hold on. Okay, now I'm done. I can't. So we have, wow, ring. Agreement, pact, cycle, trust, alliance, commit, contracts, partnership, circular, continuing on, promise, bond, and closure. Okay, so immediately the message that I heard in my head was that you have to become this person because in order for your person to find you. So if you have been in a situation where you may have wanted someone but it wasn't working out, or this is a love relationship, in order for you to get what you want, you have to become this person in order for this person to find you. Or you had to evolve the way this person was evolving. You know what I mean? So maybe this person was evolving faster than you were, and you had to kind of reach this tower moment to kind of accelerate your growth. In order to reach them so you can finally manifest them, especially if this is something you've been wanting for the longest time. You're like, you know what, ma'am, you're taking a little too long now. This person, we need to hurry this up. We have summer, waxing crescent. We have major opportunities, celebrating the light, warmth, growth, bold, relaxation, enjoyment, expansion, positivity, building strength, weight. Things will unfold. Yeah, so things are going to be happening. There will be movement, which is why we have that patience card over there. So it's like, wait a little bit longer. Things are happening that you can't see, but they're ultimately for your highest good. Then we have the sun, as I say that. Yes, energy, power, climax, pride, radiance, success, vigor, divine masculine, daytime, victory, happy, and warm. Beautiful. Some of you can be 25, some of you can be 31. Here we have 3, ladybug, a vibrant, abundant life. I've been seeing ladybugs a lot too. I'm happy, comfort, leisure, wishes are coming true, good health, balance, and the birth of a daughter. Okay, so some of y'all want to have children. Y'all could be giving birth to a daughter. Here we have clover, which is luck, happy coincidence, unexpected rendezvous, a fling, good fortune, carefree, a reward, flirt, and short-lived. Interesting. So some of you could be attracting a partner where the fling is going to be short-lived. Some of you could be attracting a partner where it's going to lead to marriage. Since we have the ring here, it's going to be different for everyone. Like I said, there's different energies watching, so take what resonates for you. If you're looking for a commitment, you may want that with someone coming in. You may find that. Now, if you're looking to just have a little rendezvous here and there, then this person coming in could be that person for you, or it could turn from a rendezvous into something more. Who knows? Now we have clock. Perfect timing, origins, culmination, incremental, longevity, unstoppable, stands the test of time. Then we have past, present, and future. Past, present, and future. Interesting. And the last card we have here is cross. Destiny, spirituality, divine guidance, trials, sorrow, emotional loss, necessity. So they're saying this sorrow and this emotional loss you're feeling right now, these trials you're going through, you're feeling right now, is necessary in order for you to test you. So you're being tested. I'm hearing your commitment is being tested to see if you're going to stand in your convictions or let it break you down. For those who stand in your convictions and become the person that you're meant to be, step into your power, you're going to be rewarded. For those of you who don't, you may stay in this energy of sorrow and loss, you know? So we have conviction, duty, crisis, and fate, which is the last card coming through. So this is why is this happening to you? Because it's all a part of the divine plan. It's all a part of your fate. It's all a part of your destiny. All those good things. You are a star seed. You are a divine dragon. Okay. Okay. So if you want to leave now, you can leave now. But I do want to read from the book on divine dragon and star seed. Okay. I didn't expect this to go so long, but. So we have star seed and divine dragon are all the same one. So we have 134. Divine dragon attributes: sovereignty, power, full expression, and magic. A dragon chooses you. You do not choose the dragon. A dragon's power connects you to your own power from within, to stand sovereign. It's also connected to your root expression of power, fire, and even sexual energy. It keeps coming through. Kundalini rising. You cannot serve the collective without yourself first being alive and ablaze. Boom. Allow the dragon's fire of purification to cleanse you. In the East, the dragon was seen as a mythical guardian with influence over all elements. In the West, it was seen as a feared fire-breathing serpent because people didn't fully understand the magic, the divine dragon, and the wisdom that it carries. There's an awakening of the dragon archetype now, and you can embody that with the cosmic conversation. Your power is engaged for a purpose, breathing fire when needed. Now we have the star seed, which is 142. I'll put on for my city, on for my city. So starseed attributes: intellect, soul, blueprint, seed, expansion, gifts. The seed always blooms. Just as an acorn is blueprinted to grow into a mighty oak tree, you too carry the seed of the universe within you, ready to spring forth. The word intellect means the fullest realization of a thing. And that's what you have within you. It is your highest self, and I said something about that. Guiding you to thrive in the greater mystic story unfolding. Your star seed has been planted, or more accurately, planeted, here on Earth for a reason. Invoke your intellect to hear more. Okay, that's what I have for you guys. That is why this is happening. I hope this video resonated. If it did, feel free to like, comment, and subscribe. Join the tribe of Divine Family. Love to have you. If you'd ever like to book a reading with me, you could always get in contact with me using my email in the description box below. But I hope that you're having a beautiful, wonderful day. It's the last time that I'm seeing you, and I will see you in my next one. Bye. Hello, my gorgeous group 2s. Welcome to your reading. If you chose the Raven, magic, coincidence, synchronistic events, and it's represented by 10, which represents the Wheel of Fortune, so it matches perfectly, then you are in the right place. I remember for your reading, the candle almost got blown out, but it didn't blow out completely, which I feel like is significant to your reading, which people who has been trying to blow out your fire, blow out your magic, blow out what you know is right, the synchronistic events that has been destined to happen in your life, they've been trying to blow it out, but it hasn't happened yet because we have the fire still going, okay? And I just saw 33 on the timestamp. So this reading is, why is this happening to me? Because I was looking in the research section of the YouTube Studio app, and I'm like, what do people want to hear, you know? And they said, why is this happening to me? I'm like, okay, cool. I wanted something beside a love reading. So that's what I'm going for. There was plenty of love readings there that I wanted to know, but I'm like, you know what? I need this vibe. I need to ground myself and stop reading so much about love, because I just get lost in the sauce sometimes. I'm just like aggravating, aggro. Okay, I'm sorry, I'm just here getting distracted. Okay, so we're gonna go over why is this happening to you. So why was this happening to you? Then we're gonna go over the lesson that is meant to come from this, and then the outcome. Okay, so can we get a card for why is this happening to you? I heard the need to stop, and I heard to stop and get another card from here. Okay, because group 2 got you. I mean, group 1 got you. So why can't group 2 get you? Can I get one more card, please, for my group 2s, please? One more card for group 2s. And I hope this reading don't come and say low battery, or what's it called, need storage, or you don't have enough storage. So we have the B, luck, industriousness, and sweet victory. Okay, so why is this happening to you? Because you're supposed to be definitely, it's leading you to luck, industriousness, and sweet victory. Interesting. And then we have 16, which is the Tower. So you could have had a Tower moment in your life recently that is leading you to this luck, industriousness, and sweet victory. And you're meant to focus, because we have 33 here with focus. You may have been losing focus. You were kind of maybe veering off the path that was set for you with that whole, immediately the first card coming out, Destiny Wheel. You know, I mean, the Destiny Wheel came into my head because 10 is the Wheel of Fortune. You were kind of veering off your path, your destiny. And sometimes when that happens, you need like a reality check, or you need something to kind of knock you back onto the path. You know what I mean? So can we get into the why is this happening to them, please? Why is this happening to them? We have the Star. Yeah, because you were losing hope. You were losing faith. And they said we can't have that. We can't have that. So we have the Raven. We have purple. We have a lot of purple. So crown chakra energy. We have a lot of purple. And that's crown chakra energy. It's also, I'm hearing sovereignty and royalty. Is the, like, purple is the color of royalty. So maybe you were selling yourself short. You were losing hope, selling yourself short. Okay, so why is this happening to you? Because you were losing faith, and they needed to, whatever this thing is, it's happening to you because you were losing faith, and it was time to restore your faith. I'm hearing the divine plan. Restore your faith in divine plan. Interesting. Okay. And the Star does come after the Tower. The Star comes after the Tower. Yeah, so you were, something, a Tower moment happened in your life. Your shadow, dark night of the soul. I just saw 333. I'm like, what? Shadow what? A shadow period, dark night of the soul, all of that good stuff. Which is not so good. But that was supposed to happen, like I said, to kind of veer you back on the right path. It was like a little nudge, like, hey, you're going the wrong way. Maybe you want to come back over here. You know what I mean? Like a friend, when you're walking in the cafeteria, you don't know what table your friends are at, and you don't want to look around like you're lost, and they're calling you, hey, over in the corner, and you find them, and by them calling you, you're able to know which direction to go, so you don't look so doofy. You know what I mean? You've all had that experience. Don't try to act like you haven't. Okay? So why is this happening to you? Because you were kind of losing your way, or out of focus. You weren't focused. Yeah, focus. Yeah, focus. I'm like, yeah, focus. Yeah, okay. Why is this happening to them, please, Spirit? Why is this happening to them? Why is this happening to them, please? Why is this happening to them? Can I get a card? Damn. We have 2 of Pentacles. Okay, because you weren't delegating enough, because you weren't prioritizing work and play. So maybe you were someone who was working too much, and you weren't delegating time to have fun and relax and decompress. And then you were playing too much, and you weren't allowing enough time to work, or you just never got the right schedule that fit you. Your schedule was never able to fully benefit you, so you kind of had to start over again. So maybe like, yeah, you were doing too much of one thing and not enough of the other thing. You weren't prioritizing, or delegating was the person that came through. So you may have not been delegating authority or delegating jobs to other people. You were trying to do everything yourself, and that's eventually going to lead to burnout. Okay. So we have Knight of Wands in reverse. You were, yeah, I feel like your light was dimmed for whatever reason. Your light was very dim. Okay. And then we have the wheel. What was that? Didn't I say the Wheel of Fortune that came out? Boom. So for those of you who don't know tarot, the Wheel of Fortune is number 10. Okay. Now we have the Page of Pentacles, right? Page of Swords. Interesting. So for you to be inquisitive, for you to question, for you to ask, for you to be curious, essentially, for you to go on a quest to learn more, to enlighten yourself. You know what I mean? We have the Wheel of Fortune. Why is this happening to you? Because like I said, it's your destiny. The Raven. We have magic. Like I said, you were veering off your path, and Spirit said, come back over here, okay? Knight of Wands, you were dimming your light for someone in your life, or you were dimming your light for yourself. You weren't being your true self. You weren't living passionately. You were living very, like, you know, I'm hearing masked. The light was like dim in a room, and you need to be in a light room, okay? Like I said, it's like you're trying, you're trying to walk and find your way, but it's dark. The light was off. It was dimmed. Okay, your soul, the fire that burns in your soul was kind of like about to go out because of maybe the environment you were in, the people you were in, the relationship you were in, whatever this represents for you. Okay, and then we have the light that was off. The light needed to be turned back on. Okay, the light needed to be turned back on. We have the Wheel of Fortune. Things needed to change. You need to experience a change in order to make you curious again, inquisitive again, want to learn things again, go on a journey of self-discovery again. Okay, now what we're doing is we're trying to figure out the lesson that you're meant to learn. The lesson that you were meant to learn. Okay. So can we have the lesson they were meant to learn from? I kind of think we already got into that, but maybe there's more things you need to know. Okay. Maybe there's more things you need to know. Okay. The lesson they were meant to learn, please. The lesson they were meant to learn. Okay. Hold on, I'll be right back. Okay, so I paused the video for a second, and then we're gonna, the death card at the bottom of the deck. So a lesson, a rebirth, a death, a rebirth. Something was supposed to end, so then you can begin something new, okay? Something was being cleared out of your life to clear the path. Maybe something was standing in your way, or you were following people, you were following someone, you were following behind a concept or someone, something, and they had to kind of be knocked down in order for your path to be clear and for you to know where to go. So I'm getting the visual of, you know, you're standing in a forest and there's like this big old tree in front of you, okay? And you cannot see beyond the tree because the tree is in your way and you don't know how to move forward. And they said, okay, we're just going to come and knock down the tree. And now you can see, you know. Oh, Lord. So the lesson that you were supposed to learn is balance. With that Two of Pentacles, it definitely makes sense. Balance. We have the Ace of Cups, which is definitely self-love. And I'm hearing loving yourself enough to leave a situation, loving yourself enough to move on, loving yourself enough to put you first. I'm hearing, I gotta put me first, Lucius. The amount of times I gotta put me first, the amount of times that comes through in a reading or in readings, just it upsets me. Why are we not putting ourselves first all the time? Why, you gotta watch a reading for us to say that. Stop. I gotta put me first, Lucius. Okay. And if any of you haven't watched that show, I haven't even really watched that show, but what I know of it and the few episodes I did watch, we know Lucius was very toxic, okay? And we have Cookie, who's had so many kids with that man, was building a business with that man, was doing everything basically. She was the wind beneath his wings. She was the queen behind the scenes that was making him fly and making him successful. And how he repaid her was cheating, philandering, you know, abusing, just doing whatever he wanted, whenever he wanted. And she was just like, you know, at a certain point, I have to put me first. You know what I mean? Making her be toxic, making her, you know, not making her, but kind of pushing her into the stereotype of the angry black woman. And at a certain point, she was like, you know, Lucius, with your crusty name, I gotta put me first, okay? As she should. Here we have the Two of Swords, making a decision to move forward without the blindfold on, making a decision and being confident in that decision. You have to learn how to make decisions that were best for you and be confident in making those decisions without maybe needing a second party or a third party. And it's funny how we have the ravens here who are cawing at her, but can she see them? No, because she's blindfolded. And the first card, the card we got was the raven. Like, what are you telling me? Nothing. Like, you've been receiving messages since you were meant to do, cues to follow, and you're just not doing because you have the blindfold on, or because you're trusting in somebody that you shouldn't be trusting in, and then to kind of knock that tree down. Okay, interesting. The lesson to be learned was you need to learn how to make better decisions for yourself. Use that self-love to make better decisions. It also mean you need to learn how to make better decisions in love, because the Ace of Cups came out. Then we have the Magician in reverse, that you have to kind of learn that I'm hearing not everything you need to leave up to chance or leave up to magic or leave up to spirit. Like, some things you have to decide for thyself, okay? You could be someone who's relying too much on the magical side of things, looking for a sign whenever you want to make a decision. Sometimes you need to learn how to lean on your own self and stop, using other people as a crutch. They coming for you. That's a lesson to be learned here. Not rely so much on the magic side of things, to be kind of rooted in reality enough to make proper decisions. Now we have the Five of Swords. Yes, clearing out all the mental chatter, the mental chatter. So that while that's coming through, clearing out all the things that are making you confused. Like, I just feel like I don't know, it's giving, and it's funny how we have Justice. I'm like, it's giving Libra. Like, you don't know what to do. Like, you say you're gonna do something, you never do it. I'm like indecisive. You don't know what you're gonna do. You're always teeter-tottering. And we have the Two of Pentacles. Yeah, it's happening to you because you were always teetering and tottering and not really, as the young folks say, standing on business, saying you're gonna do something and actually doing it. You weren't doing that. You were saying you were going to do something and then maybe not doing it, or kind of like, somebody, okay, so I'm giving the example of, okay, so you're in a relationship with someone, you're dating someone, and they come and tell you, oh, I'm going to change, I promise. And then like, okay, but if you don't change, I'm leaving. And this person says, okay, I'm going to change, and they don't change, you end up staying. Didn't you say you was leaving if they didn't change? Why are you still there? I'm seeing 444. So you weren't standing in your word. You know what I mean? You were saying one thing and doing something else, kind of vibe is what I'm getting. And the lesson to be learned here is that you needed to stand in your power, stand in your truth, and not always waiting for spirit to step in and do something. At this point, you kind of have to, take some accountability for your life, because you're the kind of person, I feel like, that you want the decision to be out of your hands. So when things go wrong, you have someone else to blame. So it's like you asking a friend about a relationship, and then they're saying break up with him, and then you break up with him, and then you become the most miserable you've ever been. And now you have the excuse to blame your friend because your friend said break up with him. So instead of making a decision yourself, you kind of delegate the responsibility to someone else, and it kind of comes back to bite you in the butt. So it's like, you haven't really been, Yeah, that's definitely the vibe that I'm getting. That's the kind of person you're coming through as, at least in the spread. You may not be that kind of person, but I don't know. It's like you say you're going to do something and then you don't follow through, essentially. Now we have the Hierophant card. Yes, you are definitely someone who needs to learn how to not rely so much on spirit to lead you, to kind of, lead yourself. I'm hearing I Can Save Myself by Vincent. I think that's his name anyway. I don't think there's no E. It's just VINCNT or VNCNT, one of those. But it's like he said, save myself. He's basically saying in the song he wants a relationship with someone, but he's not wanting to be in that relationship so that person could do all these things for him. He's wanting to be in that relationship just for someone who's there, but he wants to save himself at the end of the day. And that's maybe the energy you need to get into. You're waiting for someone else to save you, and you need to save yourself. Yeah. Save myself. It's not coming through. It is a little bit. Are we gonna wait for it to come through? Oh no. Oh crap, it's not coming through enough. Okay, next card. Oh, Ten of Pentacles in reverse. Yeah, you're denying yourself stable grounds on places where you can come and feel happy and safe and secure, because I do feel like you're relying on other people to make decisions for you, and at the end of the day, that's not the best. I'm not going to tell you what's the best and what's not the best to do or the best energy to be in, but I do feel like you're denying yourself finding a stable happily ever after, or stable ground, or stable living environment, stable family environment, stable relationship, by being in the energy you were in before. Okay, so like I said, essentially this is the lesson. And wow, Ten of Pentacles is like the family card, the generational wealth card, the happy, did I say happy family card? I think I did. No, I said family card, the happy family card, the stable foundations, the happy house, the happy home card. So maybe the lesson to be learned was that why is that song about Virgo coming through? This is not the stove I know. This kitchen's not a home without you. So it's basically saying that it's not the place that you live that makes it a home. It's the people that are around you, kind of thing. So you could have been in a situation like that. Yeah, you could have been in a situation like that where you were trying to find home in every person, essentially, and they're trying to tell you that home is first you have to find home within yourself. Essentially, you have to find home within yourself, and then you can find home in someone else. So basically the whole paradigm of looking for happiness outside of yourself. Okay, so let me look at the bottom of the deck before I move on. And then we have the Knight of Pentacles. Okay. See, this is what I was saying about not standing on business. You're definitely someone, because the Knight of Pentacles he doesn't care how long it's going to take. He doesn't care how much work he has to put in. He is someone who likes to take the slow and steady route because he knows it leads to things sticking around longer or being better in the long run. Because the more time it takes to build something, the more stable it's going to be. And I'm hearing, the more we stick together, the more we stick together, the happier we'll be. So this Ten of Pentacles here could be you not wanting to rely on people or wanting to do everything by yourself. That's what I was saying at the beginning of the Two of Pentacles. You weren't delegating responsibility or trying to rely on a leader or anybody else. So it kind of became you doing everything for yourself. And feeling like you don't need this person, you don't need that person, you don't need this family member, you don't need that family member. And not sticking together. So you could have been shunning family or friends that you thought were family. Okay, we're going to keep going. What is the outcome of this lesson? Ooh, okay, we have King of Cups. Yes, emotional serenity, being able to control your emotions. And it's funny how usually we always have like a very turbulent sea behind the King of Cups, but here it's like very serene, finding your serenity, finding your peace. I don't want to say finding your happiness because the King of finding your Zen, we're gonna go with that. Because the King of Cups doesn't mean he because he can control his emotions doesn't mean he's happy. But his emotions are not contained. But just chill. You know what I mean? Just chill. It's like meditating kind of thing. So like when you're feeling out of control meditating, and a lot of people, oh, meditating doesn't work. Yes, it does. No matter what form you decide to take, or no matter what form you decide to choose to meditate, because there's people who meditate by staying in quiet, and there's some people who meditate by listening to music, and that's how I relax. Music, oh, don't talk to me, I'm listening to my music, I don't want to talk at all, leave me alone. And that's my form of meditation. So, you know, like finding things that make you stay sane, essentially, is what this King of Cups is doing. Finding his serenity, his Zen. Okay. Now, oh, he has 2 cups, not bad. Okay, the outcome is love, companionship. Yeah, you are in this energy of not needing anyone. I can do everything by myself, and relying fully on like spirit to do things for you. And they said, girl, let me stop. I just saw 11:11. I heard get you a hobby. Get you a man, okay? What Mulan grandmother done said in that movie. She said, she brought home a sword. If you asked me, you should have brought home a man. And then here comes Shang Li. Does Fa Mulan live here? So it's like, child, no, there's something about family here, for real, for real. Like, you're like turning them away. Or they're talking about, I'm getting the vibe of them maybe talking about you behind your back, saying, oh, she hasn't done this, and that, and you may be feeling shunned. I don't know. It's a few different energies coming through. Take a rest, names, please. But the outcome is you feeling zen, and by you feeling zen and standing in your serenity, like feeling at peace. You know what I mean? One with yourself. And look at how he has this little sound bowl here. See, because meditating for everyone is not just sitting in quiet, you know, because that doesn't really work. I mean, I like quiet, but that's not how things work for me. You know, it's like I said, find what works for you as well. But there's sound bowls, there's crystal therapy, there's Reiki healing, there's a whole bunch of stuff. But essentially the outcome is the 2 of Cups. They're so little. So by becoming one with yourself, you're able to finally become one with somebody else. You know what I mean? Or become 2, whatever people say now. Because now all of a sudden you have to be whole in order to attract somebody whole. When it's like, oh, I was looking for my other half. We have the Moon in reverse. Being more open and honest with your feelings and your truth. Not hiding things, essentially. That's what the Moon is. I'm not hiding things. Not hiding your emotions and what you're feeling. That's going to be the outcome. No secrets. We have the Fool. Oh my gosh, guys, stop it. The Fool, the Fool. You're starting over, and it's funny how I was talking about crystal here, and look at how you have a crystal here. What more can I say? Nothing. I can't say anything. Like, finding your therapy, finding what works for you. Oh, this is so cute, guys. Stop. Okay, so at the bottom of the deck, we have the Empress. Wow, yes, finding that Empress energy. This is kind of like becoming your whole world. Instead of trying to, what is the word that I'm looking for? Instead of trying to project that to other people, you become the world that you want, the home that you need, and then you're able to find that home in other people. Okay, so what are the next cards we're pulling from? I don't know how I lost so much track of time. Oh no. Just some advice that you may need to hear. We have focus coming out again, guys. Bro. I can't make this up. Bruh, stop playing. Focus on focus. Focus on me. Yeah, okay. If you focus on what you don't want, there's a good chance you might get it. Focus on what you do want instead. So you could be someone who's walking around saying, I don't want this kind of person. I don't want that kind of person. Instead of focusing on, I want this kind of person. I want that kind of person. So the more you do that, the more I feel like you may get what you want. Now we have peace. You need to find some peace. Absolutely. That's what the King of Cups is saying. Yes, just because some people are fueled by drama doesn't mean you have to attend the performance. Make your life a drama-free zone. So if you are around people who are always, bringing the drama, it's up to you to remove yourself from that situation. Especially if those people refuse to change. If they want to live a drama-filled life, then that means they're not for you. If you're someone who doesn't want to live a drama-free life, who doesn't want to live a drama-led life. The more we stay together, the more we stay together, the happier we'll be. Because your friends are my friends, and my friends are your friends. The more we stay together. Oh, what flipped over? Right? Did this not flip over in the other group? We have invitation. We have the words you speak are an invitation to life, a request to bring energy into form. Choose your words carefully. Yeah, that and focus. Like, focus on what you do want instead of focusing on what you don't want, okay? Now, what are we pulling from next? I do want to pull some cards from here. Let me get some cards for group 2, please. I don't even know what they're at. Oh, my. We have your greatest work is your legendary legacy. So at the end of the day, the only thing you should be worried about is the legacy you leave behind, not what other people are doing. Focus on you. Like I said, if somebody's living a kind of life you don't want to live, then remove yourself from the situation, okay? At the end of the day, all that matters is the life you're building for yourself. And if that life is a happy one, a peaceful one, an abundant one, why is this happening to them? Yeah, 42. So I said before, I got 41 or something. Maybe some of you could be, maybe somebody here is 42. Somebody here could be 33. It's not 18 plus. Somebody here could be 16 as well. Hey, if you are. We have Divine Dragon. Wow, you guys are getting the same blast of cards as Group 1. Divine Dragon. This is basically saying, I just read it. Why can't I remember it? Sure. Anyway, we have you are the divine Y point. And then we have Starseed. Yeah, these came on Group 1. So maybe some of you are from Group 1. I heard one more. Okay. At the bottom. Polish your mirror for perfect clarity. That's what that whole, how about calling what you do want instead of what you don't want. And then this came through in Group 1. And so did this. Wait. Okay, so some of you may be called Group 1 or watch Group 1. Because stop it. You play too much. What else do we want to pull from? Pull from that, pull from that. Now I want to pull from these. What else do you need to know? What else do you need to know? What else do you need to hear? What time is it? Oh my. Hopefully I can finish Group 3. Okay, I'll just take these. Hopefully I can finish Group 3 before the riffraff comes home and he start barking like a fool. Okay, so we have clouds, thoughts, problems, doubts, hesitation, beyond view, unclear, confusion, indecision, misunderstanding. So another indicator that you were not focused or you weren't able to see where you were supposed to go next because things were cloudy, okay? That tree was chopped down and now you're able to see where you need to go now because things were more clear. Things were just beyond view. Things are just beyond view, I'm hearing. So right now things are clouded, but when they come into view, it's all going to make sense. We have Wolverine, fierce, unpredictable, wild, power struggles, assertive, possessive, determined, elusive, renegade, and fearless. I think you're supposed to be this Wolverine because we have the Knight of Wands come out in reverse, and I was like, you are just a waif of what you used to be, just a breeze. Like where you used to be a full gust, a tornado. Now you're just a waif of breeze. You know, it's kind of like you're someone who used to be like, you know, very healthy looking, and now they're like, you look like somebody could just knock you over with one blow of the wind. No, didn't I just? Oh my gosh, guys! I just said it used to be a tornado, and now we have tornado. I didn't look down. Wow. So you have storm brewing, torn up, a sudden unexpected end, violent, a total wreck, breakdown, liberate, over and done, and the end. So like I said, you could have been in an unstable household situation or unstable relationship, but this happened to kind of renew your hope, to make you find your power, to become inquisitive, to follow behind things, to do things. I'm hearing follow through. You weren't following through. Like I said, you were saying you're going to do something and then doing something else. Yeah, you could have been attracted to group 1 because this kind of came through in group 1. The whole storm brewing, torn, sudden, unexpected end, violent, a total wreck. Because we had anger, retaliation, jealousy for them. Now we have a double ring, but not even just one, double. We have divine intervention, ascension, perfect timing, serendipity, light colds, promises kept, duality, as above, so below. Okay, yeah, so I do feel like, where I did say you were relying too much on divine intervention, they still are helping you, okay? There still is magic around you, but sometimes you have to make that first step in order for them to come in and help you. So then they're not going to just magically drop a house in your yard. You have to go out and apply to things, you know, save the money, do physical things in the physical, and not just rely solely on the magic of life to come and sweep you away. Now we have Lily. Some of you could be named Lily. I don't know. We have established, ambition, experience, sexuality, achievement, longevity, mature, career, virtue, development, and retired. This is giving 9 of Pentacles to me. 9 of Pentacles. Where you have to become 9 of Pentacles. You are someone who's meant to become established. You're someone who's meant to be ambitious with that whole following your enlightenment kind of thing. Being the Knight of Wands kind of thing. You're someone who's meant to learn through experiences, okay? You could be also someone who's very sexual. We have achievement, longevity, mature, career, virtue. You could be someone who's keeping your virtue, even though you're someone who you could be someone who's sexualized by other people, but you're someone who does keep your virtue. But yeah, there's something about developing here. You're still developing, okay? There's no need to rush, okay? You'll end up where you are in divine timing. Now we have retired, okay? Some of you could be retired. Hi, if you are. Please drop some words of wisdom down below for us people who are so far away from retirement. Child, please. Okay, but that's something I have for you guys. I hope this reading resonated. If it did, feel free to like, comment, and subscribe. Join the tribe of Divine Fam. We'd love to have you. If you would ever like to book a reading with me, you could always get in contact with me using my email in the description box below, and I'll get back to you as soon as I can. But if this is the last time you're looking at me, you're seeing my face, you're not going to come back. I hope you're having a beautiful, wonderful day whenever you're seeing this reading, and I will see you in the next one. Bye. Hello, my gorgeous group 3s. If you chose communication, communication, then you are in the right place, okay? So this reading is going to be about, why is this happening to me? Like I said, in the other 2 groups, I was looking on YouTube Studio to see what kind of readings that people were looking for in the search engine, and one of them that wasn't, you know, about love, was kind of like I like doing love readings, but it's just like I needed a break from love readings, so I wanted to do something, you know, proactive. So the why is this happening to me was one of the, you know, most searched in topics. So that's what we're getting into today. So communication, why is this happening to me? Because I'm hearing, okay, so I'm not gonna tell y'all my business now, but there was like a while, like it was years ago, like there was like a anyway, there was a conversation, like, you know, miscommunication, okay? But like, I don't want to talk about business, but I feel like I should. Okay, whatever. So talking to this person, okay, and I feel like communication was fine everywhere else, but it wasn't, because I feel like we were like, not argue a lot, but he was the worst communicator I done ever talked to. And I done talked to some bad communicators. Like anytime I was with him, it was like, oh, you know, fine. But then when I would come back home, I would be like talking to my friend, like, you know what I mean? Like not really saying anything to him when I was with him. And then I would like get upset and then eventually just text it to him. He's like, oh, well, why didn't you say that when you was here? And I'm like, excuse me, because. And have a nerve to one time text me like, because you know SpongeBob, the episode with imagination, he sent me the gif of, but instead of imagination, SpongeBob was like communication. I'm like, blocked. Anyway, I guess eventually we kind of got to the bottom of whatever was the problem. It was him. But that could be the problem here. The candle just went out. Wow. As soon as I said it was him, the candle went out. Wow. And I knew I should have brought 2 candles out here earlier, but I put the other one back. You see, guys, this is why you follow your intuition when you don't do it. And I don't have another candle here. Sure. Wow. Yeah, that one is gone. Okay, so I guess we're going to do the reading. There doesn't need to be a candle, but at least it was going on at the beginning of the reading. So definitely something here about communication. So somebody could be, you know, having trouble communicating what's wrong in the connection with somebody else, okay? It's definitely giving me more so love now. The other 2 weren't giving me love. This group is giving me love more than the other groups were, okay? So we have 41, so somebody here could be 41, okay? Have a nerve, communication, like, get out of my face. And then he just, you know, he had to be, he was a Virgo, guys. They say shit when he saw it. Let me not say all that, because I love me a good Virgo person when they're evolved, okay? Them unhealed Virgos, boy. Anyway, so why is this happening to you? Like, maybe a friend of mine chose this group. I'm telling y'all a little too much. I don't like to tell my business. So maybe a friend of mine could be watching this reading. So I'm like, I feel like I'm talking to a friend, like, just tell my business. Okay, so why is this happening to you? Whatever. We have King of Cups. So somebody's keeping their emotions contained a little too well, so you can't read them. The thing about the King of Cups is like he's emotionally mature, he's emotionally evolved, but so much so that he is so controlled and contained in his emotions. You would never know how he's feeling or how he's thinking unless he told you. Because you could be someone who likes to get upset when you're angry. Okay, like upset, like saying things to people, angry words, okay? And he's the kind of person who would hear all that, take all that, and then not kind of give you the reaction that you want because he's the King of Cups and he wants to be mature about everything. And that's the kind of vibe that I'm getting. So you don't know how this person is feeling because somebody's keeping their emotions. So they're being so mature about it that they're not letting their not insecurities, immaturity get a hold of them in this connection. Now we have that, and then we have the 5 of Wands. Yeah, because somebody's not fighting back, bro. Like, this could have been someone who, like, you guys are always not beefing, but this is someone who you're always like in little arguments with, that you guys don't get along, you know what I mean? And it's passionate fights and arguments that all couples have, because you obviously care about this person and want it to work, or else you wouldn't be arguing at all, okay? Because nobody argues for no reason, nobody argues in vain. You want there to be a resolution, okay? 4 for 4, as I said that. So there is stability that wants to be had in this connection. I hear that something wants to ground, okay? Something wants to be I'm hearing hashed out. Something wants to be born, okay, from this connection. But I feel like with all this energy of this person being too contained, but you wanting to fight it out, I'm hearing duke it out, and this person not allowing that, that is why this is happening. Because this person is coming off as, I'm hearing a cold fish with the King of Cups. And it's funny how he has like a fish on his necklace. This person's coming off as a cold fish. So you can't rile them up and you can't get the reaction that you want out of them. So it's just kind of like for naught. Everything is for naught. I don't like people like this. Because I need you to fight back with me. One thing. Let me stop. I'm done. Like, this is not about me. Thank you. Knight of Cups. Even though this person is coming off as the King of Cups, even though they want to be a little Knight of Cupsy, they want to be someone who is, you know, showering you with affection. They want to bring you flowers and chocolates and take you on a cute little date. This person definitely has a message of love for you, because we have the what do you call it, the envelope with the heart on it. So it's kind of like, you know, giving the emoji with the heart envelope, a message, okay, a love message for you. But this person's kind of like holding it back behind all this not wanting to fight and argue energy. This person wants to be the bigger person kind of energy, being in their highly evolved state, okay? And I was sitting here complaining about unevolved Virgo. This could be a freaking, what is it called, earth sign. Because those signs are hard to rile up, but once you do, oh, watch out. The way they tell you the duck and cover for the Taurus is the freaking Ram, the Capricorn, they don't give up once they have their sights set on something. And then we have the Virgos, which try to be saintly, but then when it gets to a point where they can't anymore, watch out for the Virgos too, child. Anyway, the lesson. I'm hearing that the lesson is to learn how to communicate effectively. So now I'm getting an example from, because I don't know who else watches the show. I feel like I brought it up again, but like me and my friend watch Married at First Sight. And the one thing that is always wrong with these couples on them shows is nobody communicates effectively. It's taking me to one specific couple that had such great potential. And I think they're from season 13. I think it's Bao and Johnny. They had such great potential, but I feel like because Johnny wasn't communicating effectively and Bao wasn't communicating effectively, the relationship just went off the rails. So essentially Johnny came out and said, oh, that Bao was behind the scenes telling him that she wants to talk about certain things that they're going to talk about before they talk about it on camera. And he thought that that was her being shady and fake. But she came out and said that I want to portray myself a certain kind of way, because both of them came from Asian families. And you know how Asian families are very judgy. They care about their reputation, how people see them. So she was like, I have friends, family, and co-workers who will be watching the show. I don't need them watching the show and knowing all my business. So behind the scenes, she was telling Johnny, can we not talk about our relationship and certain topics on the show? Can we talk about it behind the scenes? So when the show came back out and it seemed like everything was all Johnny's fault, he was like, I feel like I was not portrayed properly, because everything that I wanted to say, I kept it closed and was waiting for the cameras to leave to talk about it. So he feels that their relationship wasn't portrayed properly, and that could be what this is. You know what I mean? The same example that I always use, where someone is sending a text message and the text or the message is getting lost in translation. So this person may have meant it one way, but you're taking it another way. And because you're not in person to see their reactions, to see their face, to see their emotions, you don't know how they're feeling. But this person does have feelings for you. The lessons to be learned. Why is this happening? And then we have the Eight of Wands at the bottom of the deck. All of this is happening so this person can finally get out of this King of Cups energy and kind of give you that Five of Wands that you need, but not in the violent and mean and combative kind of way, but in the healthy way, where it's like I'm fighting for the love and I'm not fighting to kind of be right, or you know what I mean? Because a lot of people would just be fighting because they want to be right. They want you to say, oh, you're right. But this person is fighting for your love, okay? They're fighting for the love, the connection you guys have together. And this is happening because this person needed to learn to control their emotions in order to tell you how they feel effectively, okay? I don't want that tangent. Oh, boy. Why is this happening to me? Why is this happening? Why is this happening to my group threes? Why is this happening to group three? We have the Emperor, not the King of Cups, and the Emperor. Okay. Now tell me this Emperor. Every time I see him, I think of freaking, I forgot his name, Black Lightning. The guy who played Black Lightning. And he was someone who was very well respected in his community. He was a teacher. He was a pillar in the community. Everybody looked up to him and his family. That could be with this person why this is happening to you, because this person wanted to get in this energy. They want to be someone you can look up to, someone you can rely on, someone who will be the statement head, the figurehead of the relationship. You know what I mean? Because the King of Cups does represent like very homey, safe vibes emotionally, and the Emperor is also giving like very daddy energy, where they can take care of you, you can rely on them. And what the heck, I just realized this person is, I feel like I'm feeling deja vu, because I feel like I was watching another reader and she was like, I just realized that the Emperor is sitting on Mars. And I'm like, yeah, man, because he is ruled by Aries and Aries is ruled by Mars. So she's like, but me, I never realized that. But I'm looking at the count, I'm like, yeah, he is sitting on Mars, which is the planet of aggression, fire, passion, sex for some, because others will argue that Venus is the planet of sex, but that as well. But anger and just like war and like disagreements. This person is trying to sit in that energy and still be this composed person. Because you can be angry at someone and not lash out at them. This person's trying to kind of master that. And we see how he has a chess piece. They're trying to play their moves wisely. So why all this is happening is because this person's trying to be in a state where they can communicate, like I said, effectively, and not where it's going to lead to like a match of wills. They want the good, I'm hearing. They want the good part of Mars, not the bad part of Mars. They want the passion, the fire, the energy, the stamina, the war. They want that. They don't not want that. They just don't want it to be catastrophic to the connection. Okay. Why is this happening to you? I feel like at this point, everything is kind of like on their end. So this is happening to you because they need to figure their stuff out. And then we have the World. Yes, everything coming full circle. You were meant to learn this because you guys were each separately supposed to learn different lessons. And then when you finish learning those lessons, I kind of feel like you can finally close out that cycle and start anew. I definitely feel like this person sees you as their world, so they have to get their stuff together in order. So I'm hearing to be worthy of you. And I'm hearing worthy of you by Plested, Plested. Plested. I'll never be worthy of you. I've proven all that I can prove. I'm broken and beat down and bruised, but I'll never be worthy of you. This person's trying to be worthy of you, though, because they see you as the world. They see you as giving Empress energy. They see you as someone they can see forever with, and they're just like, I need to get it together. So yeah, this has become a love reading. If this is not a love reading, I don't know what else it is, because we have Cups, we have Five of Wands, which represents passion. But if this is just like a regular person, take off the lovey-doveyness of it and just make it seem like this person, and just take from this message that this is happening because someone had to learn how to control their emotions so things did not fall off the rails anymore, or more than it already did. Okay, boom. Why is this happening now? I want to get into the lesson. Oh, Jesus Christ. Okay, it was quite the lesson, because why the cards did that? Why? Y'all see that? Why is it shuffling like that? Hey, now. The energy here can be like stagnant, or like it's trying to, like when you guys try to get back into the wave of things, it may take a few tries in order for things to go smoothly, because it did eventually go smoothly. Wow, that was crazy. Okay, so the lesson. What was the lesson? What was the lesson? Please, for my group threes, what was the lesson? I'm just hearing Cardi B. What was the reason? That's what I'm hearing. Yeah, what was the reason? That could be you. Okay, you wanted to do all this. What was the reason? The lesson, please. What was the reason? We have the Two of Swords. Wow. We have the Two of Swords, we have the Four of Cups, and we have Judgment. Okay, so an awakening. You definitely have to learn something. You definitely have to learn how to make better decisions. Reason. You have to find reason. You have to, find reason. You have to not lead with your emotions. You have to lead with your mind, okay? Like, you have to, okay, boom. It just came through. You have to find the reason. You have to find the reason. They have to find the reason why you guys were acting out the way you were. So basically healing. Taking off the blindfold. Because if you look in the card, it looks like she's about to grab the blindfold and take it off. And it's kind of like these birds were chirping all around her. She was feeling things, but she wasn't able to see, or understand why you were acting that way. So that's why the lesson was you had to take off the blindfold, essentially. Learn how to make better, healthier decisions, okay, for yourself. Use your intuition. Let me stop. Four of Cups, the lesson. To show your emotions more, because the Four of Cups is someone who seems bored with every option that's placed before them. We have a Cup of Love, of Ace of Cups being brought to this person. They seem bored of it. So whether you feel like you were coming off this way or not, maybe this person on the other side of the relationship maybe felt like you weren't being considerate enough, you weren't being grateful enough, you weren't being open enough for them. They didn't feel like you wanted or you were happy with what they were giving you. You weren't happy with what they were giving you. You seem bored. Unappreciative is the word. There we go. Thank you. You were unappreciative of what you were being given, because we see how the rainbow was coming out of this cup. This person wanted to give you everything. The rainbow, every time I think of the rainbow, I think of the Ten of Cups. This person wanted to be your rainbow, wanted to give you the rainbow, wanted you to be their rainbow. But it's just like you seemed unhappy with what they were giving you. So they may have to make a decision to kind of, maybe choose themselves and leave. You know what I mean? Or take a break from you. Now we have the Judgment card. This led them into the awakening. That was a lesson. The lesson to be learned from this was this person found freedom. Their soul found enlightenment. And you know what? There is some religion, I'm not completely sure, and I could be mixing two, but I know there is one religion, I think it's the Egyptians, who, when at the end of your life, you had to meet the god of something and weigh your heart or your soul next to a feather. And if your soul aligned with that feather, you can go into the afterlife, okay? If it didn't, you have to go back and do life again until you learn the lessons of enlightenment. Boom. But then there's also another religion, okay? And this is funny how I learned this in high school, guys. Like, I'm not even gonna get into that story because this is not a story time kind of channel. I'm sorry. But basically, I learned a lot in this one class because the teacher was cute. So I was like paying attention, guys. And I think he was my favorite teacher. He was adorable. And he was so nice. Okay, anyway. What's I going with this? It was crap. I forgot the name of the class, guys, but it was something about we were learning different religions from other places. And I remember we had one class where we were learning about the Indian religion. I was like, oh, because one of my sisters has the name of one of those gods in the Indian religion. I was like, hey, like my sister has his name. He's like, oh, really? I'm like, yeah, anything to get that man's attention. It was cute. I'm sorry, but anyway, yes. We were learning about different religions in that class. Something, but there's another religion where the highest merit or the highest thing that you're seeking in that religion is enlightenment, okay, to make your soul as light as a feather. I think one state is nirvana, and then the next, it could be Buddhism. I'm pretty sure it is something about that, where you're basically going through life trying to achieve is enlightenment. And that's basically what this person has to do, that to set their soul free, you know, because sometimes people be tortured souls. And that to set their soul free by becoming enlightened. You have to heal, essentially. So the lesson. I keep going through story times with y'all. Like, what was the lesson? Maybe that's how you guys learn, by hearing stories. We have Page of Cups, the lesson. Yeah, emoting, showing your emotions. You know, being in that giddy, lovey-dovey, feely kind of energy. The beginning of a stage. Accepting someone's proposal of love. Accepting someone's cup of love. Page of Cups. Now we have the Tower in reverse, child. At this point, every single group has gotten the Tower, which makes sense because you have to go through a Tower moment in order to be asking, why did this happen to me? Okay. Wow. Okay. Tower in reverse. The lesson. That every ending is not bad. That everything that falls apart is not bad. So things have to fall apart in order for you to build something that will not fall apart again. So it's kind of like the whole thing where you have to go through lessons and learn things in order to never make that mistake again. If we wake up and just knew how to date, or we knew how to live and love and you know, go and make money and find things, we would all be rich and happy. Well, we all have to go through experiences and lessons to teach us why and teach us how and teach us to persevere. So the more you live, the more you learn. And I kind of feel like if you didn't learn, if this didn't kind of, you know, fall apart, you wouldn't have learned anything about yourself. This relationship wouldn't have been able to transform. So it's kind of like, don't look at this relationship maybe being on pause or falling apart completely as it never gonna come back together. Things fall apart so you can, I don't know why I keep hearing a song when I say things fall apart. Like, there's this song that keeps trying to come through, but it's not, I don't remember the lyrics or the song. I think there's a song called Things Fall Apart, but I don't remember where it's from or who sings it. So, I guess you can look that up. Lesson, the lesson. That things that fall apart is not always a bad thing when things fall apart. And it's coming through again. Oh my. Yeah, I don't know the name of the song. It's not coming through. Now, what is the outcome of this situation? And hey, to believe in the impossible was a lesson as well. To believe in the impossible, that things are always working out, because I love how we have the Page of Cups here and we have the guy looking up, and you know the things that people say when pigs fly, things I believe in seem impossible, like, you know, that'll happen when pigs fly. We have a literal pig flying in the card. It's like the things that you thought were never going to happen may actually happen, but when you believe in your intuition that it's coming in, and you're open to things happening. You know what I mean? Like, when pigs fly, yeah, pigs could fly. Who knows? Somewhere in some dimension, pigs could fly, but you have to believe it. You know, when, oh Lord, that keeps coming through. You have to believe in order to achieve it. Okay, what is the outcome of this situation? What is the outcome? We have the Six of Cups in reverse. Interesting. To heal your inner child, to not revert back to past ways. You have the Four of Swords in reverse. To stop. Oh my, come on, the outcome. is to not reject healing. If there's something wrong with your heart, you have to heal it. Do not reject this healing. Six of Cups, healing inner child. So healing an inner child is something here. We're not taking these. We're going to keep going. We have Queen of Swords in reverse. Yeah, don't resort back to ways that and things that hurt people. Sorry, I got a notification. I'm being nosy. Don't revert back to behaviors that hurt people in the long run. It's basically, that's you, the Queen of Swords in reverse. Like, stop saying things, mean things to people. That's the lesson here. Because this King of Cups wasn't reacting the way you wanted them to because there's someone who doesn't want to argue with you. You could be someone who just always wants to argue, and that's not cute. Coming from a Virgo, please. Okay. It really isn't. Confusion is not cute. We have Three of Pentacles. To learn to work well with others. Why are you coming through as that baby kid that can't get along with no one? That's you. Who's always creating arguments with people. And everybody see that child and know that child trouble. We have Strength in reverse. To find inner strength. To let the outcome. You're going to find inner strength. You're going to learn how to work well with others. To not let your emotions overtake you. Okay, essentially. To not let any inner wounds, any inner child wounds you may have, accumulated over your life affect this relationship and allowing it to grow. And while we have the King of Pentacles, you can do a King of Cups and a King of Pentacles. That's going to be you to fully ground yourself. Can you focus? Dang. To fully ground yourself. Okay, so what are the cards that I was pulling from? I forgot. I did want to pull some more cards from this deck for you guys because the other groups did get more. And I'm wondering why the video isn't as long as the other ones yet. Oh boy. We have the Messengers of wow, we have the Queen, and we just have the King of Pentacles at the bottom of the deck, period. We have the Queen, woman, fertility, feminine power, sexuality, and friendships. And it's funny how I was talking about Mars. So I do like you guys very much. And then we have 4, which is the Emperor. So it's like by being in this queenly energy, you're attracting this person, this healed version of this person that has become this Emperor, this King of Cups, and the King of Pentacles. Boom. Because you're their queen. There was something else that I was going to say. Feminine power, sexuality, and friendships. You could be someone who's a good friend. The outcome. If this is a friend that you always trying to argue with and, push away, the lesson of the outcome here is you're going to learn how to be a better friend. If this is not about love for you at all. But it's a better person in general. A better friend, brother, cousin, sister, all that. We have the mystery. Wow. The outcome is a mystery. We don't really know what's going to happen. I feel like a part of this is being kept a mystery from even me, because if I hear something, I'm going to tell y'all. So just no, mind your business. You don't need to know what's happening. And it's going to be a sacred journey marker. And here we have the sign of, it looks like Libra, but it doesn't have the bottom line. So maybe it's not Libra. It's like things are almost back and balance. We need that last line to complete the Libra to make it back. And it's funny how I was talking about the religion where you have to weigh your heart against a feather. And if it comes up short, you're gonna have to go again. So it's kind of like you could have had like cycles in this relationship. The way if your heart came up short, they would send you back to do life again. So they keep giving you these lessons for you to learn, and you finally are waiting for your last mark to complete the Libra. Let me show you what I'm talking about. To complete the Libra sign, because we only have one, and this, the Libra sign is this with a line under it. So it's kind of like you weren't in balance, and the mystery is, will you be in balance the next time they come in? The world may never know. Only you will know when this person comes back in, or when you get another chance to make things right. I think that's enough. I keep pulling. Yeah, that's enough. And we're gonna put those up here. Okay. What is some advice that you have? Advice that you have for my group series on why this is happening to them. Can you just like that? Just come out. I'm coming out. I'm coming. You have choice. Worry less about making the right choice and more about being strong enough to handle any outcome. Wow, that's what that inner strength was coming. That's the outcome. Like, that's the outcome. Yeah. Learning to not, like, worry. Because whatever happens, you'll be able to handle it, essentially. Now we have space. The quality of your life has more to do with what you remove from your life than what you add to it. Give yourself the gift of space. Maybe you need to compartmentalize this relationship. You know what I mean? Or tidy it up. Clear out what needs to be cleared out in order for new things to come in. We have surprise. Release your expectations and be open to surprise. That's what I'm getting with the gift. And oh no, with mystery. With the mystery. You're not supposed to see what's coming next, but it's supposed to be a mystery. It's supposed to be a surprise. Interesting. Now we have intention. I feel like as long as you set the intention, it is all about intention. If you set the intention to do something, you're more likely to do it. But it's also like setting intentions to be a better person, setting intentions to communicate more effectively, setting intentions to be nicer. You know what I mean? And this is, what if the only resolution you made was to love yourself more? I feel like maybe by putting yourself first, this person will be able to then come in and put you first. It's kind of like what you put into something is what you get out of it. So if you put more love into yourself, then other people are going to be able to put more love into you. Okay, so we have move. Okay, dang. A long walk is good for the soul. Get outside and allow Mother Nature to lift your spirits. So some of y'all need to get grounded with that King of Pentacles coming through. Like I said, whether it's you or them. Now we have truth. So some truth is coming. So we have truth is different at different levels of consciousness. Reserve judgment. Ooh, that's like when this person comes in, do not sit there and try to belittle their truth and say, oh, well, you should have done it this way or that way, You know, respect their journey, what they're telling you they went through, how they got back to you and stuff. You know, just be respectful of what everybody has been through. Even if it doesn't, you know, it doesn't make you happy the way they did it. You know what I mean? Now we have security. True security comes from having a reserve of time, space, energy, personal power, and love. Make deposits in all of these accounts and you will be a wealthy person indeed. So true security comes from having a reserve of time, space, energy, personal power, and love. So you may have had these other ones, but you needed more love because we have the intention, put more love into yourself. Or maybe this person had more of the other things, they didn't have enough self-love. Okay, what else are we pulling from these cards here? What else other advice do you have for my group Aries? I don't know how some readers, why the hell did every group get the Divine Dragon? Y'all pissing me off. The Divine Dragon. Okay, we have right into reality, right into this reality. Right into this reality. Some people here could be 32. So that's thing 32. And then it says every cycle is a higher opportunity. That's what I was saying with the whole, you've been giving different chances to make this work, but you would always sabotage it. And you're going to keep getting chances until you, maybe your heart is light as a feather and you're able to make it work. And we have 13, which is a card of death. Like I said, cycles, things ending and beginning again kind of thing in order for you to make it work. Sorry, I have to press my fingers, child. Okay, I want to get one more card from here. The Divine Dragon just want to come through for everything. And I'm just like, it's not easy to explain this one. So it's going to need me to read. And I don't want to read from the book. Okay. And then we have the universe. And I'm hearing you. You are my universe. And I just want to put you first. Universe by BTS. And Coldplay. And look at how we have like a face. Like I just feel this is a face in the stars, the constellations. So this person could look up at the stars and think of you. Or see your face in the stars. I don't know, that's crazy. Hush! Okay, so what else are we going to look from? Did I pull this card for the rest of y'all? I did not. Maybe I need to pull from this card, okay? I'll pull from this. This makes you have to read from the book too. Okay. Can I get a card for my group, please? Ooh, thank you. We have the last hurrah. Wow. I remember this card came out in the other group, and this came out for the what will your 2024 look like general reading that I did for 2024. Okay, so this came out like the last hurrah. It's like, you know, you doing your last hurrah before you finally get booed up. That's exactly what the meaning was for them, but we're gonna see what it is for you. I do also want to read from this book what the Divine Dragon is. But I do like the message is so pretty, but it's just I think it's page 124. No, 126. Yeah, the one around here. Divine Dragon is 134. So attributes, sovereignty, power, full expression, and magic. So a dragon chose you. A dragon chooses you. You do not choose the dragon. A dragon's power connects you to your own power from within. To stand sovereign, it's also connected to your root expression of power, that root chakra energy, get grounded in nature. Okay, it's also connected to your root expression of power, fire, even sexual energy coming through again. Kundalini, sacral chakra energy, Kundalini rising. You cannot serve the collective without yourself first being alive and ablaze. Allow the dragon's fire of purification to cleanse you. In the East, the dragon was seen as the mythical guardian with influence over all the elements. In the West, it was seen as a feared fire-breathing serpent because people didn't fully understand the magic and divine wisdom dragons carry. There's an awakening of the dragon archetype now, and you can embody this with this cosmic conversation. Your power is engaged for a purpose, breathing fire when needed. Okay, so yeah, that is definitely what your destiny entails. You being sovereign in your power, accepting your power, stepping into your power, full expression, and magic. Okay, now we're going to get into this book here about the last hurrah. And every time I hear this, I keep hearing, que sera, sera, whatever will be, will be. The future's not ours to see. Que sera, sera. 30. Don't skip over it. Now we have the last hurrah. Things are most definitely not looking good. Oh gosh. But that's not stopping you from going all in. You are ride or die, loyal, committed. Your friends can count on you to ride at dawn, okay? You may be fighting a losing battle, but you're digging your heels into your horse for one last yee-haw. Even when all signs point to plummeting to a swift death, you at least keep a good attitude about it. Your loyalty is admirable, and it's definitely given that card with security or truth or whatever happens will all happen how it's supposed to. No. One of these cards, you know what I mean. One of the cards said that, you know, it's going to happen how it's supposed to, right? No. Yeah. Worry less about making the right choice and more about being strong enough to handle any outcome. Okay, so we're going to get from this deck here. We're not too bad on time. Let me just get into it really quickly. It doesn't mean you want to be here forever, though. What else do you have for my group threes, please? I swear I just read that card and I completely forgot everything I just read. That's crazy. I'm like, what was the meaning of me going back and finding choice and reading that to you guys? Or one of these cards here. Are you forgetful people? Okay, relax. We're not taking all these cards. Thank you. The one at the bottom. I'll take that one. Anything else? Okay, I guess so. Okay, so we have the Queen of Earth, Taurus, fixed sign of Earth. So some of you guys could be Taurus or inquiring about a Taurus. We have timing a year from now during the spring from April 22nd to May 21st. Ruling planet is Venus, and we have stable, stubborn, possessive, persevering, down to earth, physical, sensual, strong, prosperous, and dependable, and we have the Hierophant. So why does sexuality and all that stuff keep coming through for you guys? That could be a big theme of this relationship. So that's definitely confirming that this could be a romantic relationship. Now we have mortar and pestle, blend, brew, alchemy, concoction, medicine, breaking things down, making something else, potions, and spell work. Not spell work. We have tracks. That tracks, okay? Steady forward movement, one way, go the distance, direct route, autopilot traveling, I think I can, on track, and focal point. So I just, like I said, you heard that tracks. That means when this person comes back in and tells you anything, you have communication with this person and they tell you what has been happening. Oh, that tracks. You know what I mean? That makes sense. Now we have albatross, a good omen, calm, monogamy, stamina, or baggage, burdens, feeling cursed, guilt, shame, and regret. Now this card always gonna come out without fail. I don't know who here keep a track in this albatross, like every other reading, but a good omen. But if not, it could have been before this good omen comes in: baggage, burdens, feeling cursed, guilt, shame, and regret. Okay, now we have the moon, revealing the subconscious mind. That's what this person could do when they come back in. The space between inner and outer worlds, inner knowing, dreams, past life, knowledge, secrets, intuition, silence, guardian, high priestess. Now, immediately what I heard once I picked up the intuitive card is that with the whole seeing your face in the stars thing, this person could think they see you wherever they go. So they see someone passing by, or they see somebody at the distance, they think it's you, but it really isn't, and they kind of get excited for a second, and then kind of like, oh no, it's not her or him, kind of thing. It's like high priest, but right now this person is being this sentinel, this guardian, this person who's kind of keeping their feelings to themselves, being silent, being guarded. Okay, now we have Cancer. This could be a Cancer as well. We have King of Water. Cancer, cardinal sign of water. The timing is within 1 to 3 months. We have during the summer from June 22nd to July 21st. We have ruling planet is the moon. Gentle, conservative, feeling, nurturing, defensive, complex, resist change, self-protective, contemplative, sentimental, and the Chariot. So there will be movement. And as soon as I said Chariot, there will be movement. I looked down at this card, which is every cycle is a higher opportunity. So you're going to get another chance, this person. And it's going to provide movement, okay? So now we have Yarn, tangled up, problems. I've never gotten this card before. This cat is so cute. Stop it. Tangled up, problems, complicated circumstance, all tied up, a conundrum, string along, puzzling, hassles, and unraveling. There's been a few cards here that has been, you know, signifying, you know, worry or turmoil or problems, conflict. Like I've been saying the whole reading, I do feel like that's going to be resolved. If this is a love relationship, even if it's not a love relationship, it's going to be resolved. But things may seem tangled up right now. There may be problems, complicated circumstances, but I kind of feel like things are still unraveling. Everything is still a conundrum right now until it's not. Okay, so that's all that I have for you guys. I hope this reading resonated. If it did, feel free to like, comment, and subscribe. Join the tribe, the divine family. Love to have you. If you would ever like to book a personal reading with me, you could always get in contact with me. Use my email in the description box below, and I'll get back to you as soon as I can. But if this is the last time you see my face as I see you, I hope you had a beautiful, wonderful time. I hope you have a beautiful, wonderful day, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye.